Let's try this again. Ah, that's also a good one. Yeah, sure. Wait. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Hello, Plasming Hector, and hello, Crack Drew. How's your days going? Okay. There we go. Now I'm back. Hello, bro. How's your day going? Stream crashed, so back here again. Okay, now I need to add in these other shapes too. And maybe that one's too big. Who's this you're drawing? At the moment I'm drawing Heine from Summertime Rendering. Well, it's really Heine Saya from Song of Saya, or Saya no Uta, and Shinpei, also from Summertime Rendering. So these two characters, the dude and the girl in red, is from Summertime Rendering. Hello, Leon. How's your day going? I could have made this thing bigger. I'm gonna do that. The pattern, like placing the patterns, is gonna just be the annoying part. Looks cool. Thank you, Zanoob. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully it is cool. What am I looking at? You're looking at this right here. Just putting patterns on this robe. Still need to make that last alteration to the flamboyant cuttlefish drawing with making the pin larger. But I'll do that when I return to that canvas. It's this canvas I built? Nope. Okay, it's canvas. Nope, it's canvas 12? Okay. Yep, she does have a nice outfit. Hello, Fog. How's your day going? Hopefully it is going well. I thank you. I will have a nice day. After all, I am drawing. They're also just random dots there. Yeah, there kind of is. You know what happened? Stream crashed, like I said in the chat. My PC crashed. It's not even stream crash. It's more so my entire PC restarted. But it should be fine now. Hopefully. Okay, that pattern was easier than I thought. That's about the same, just chilling on the weekends. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. The weekend. Is there anything? I think I'm just gonna alter this rope thing that's going around her. I think that could look better. Oh, I'm using the wrong. There you go. this thing as well. I think what I'll do is I'll actually just add some lighting. I'll disconnect that from that, and then I'll add that down there. Then I'll take this, and I'll get a lighting layer, something like this. Oh, have I attached this directly to that layer? Whoopsie. Wrong layer again. There we go. Now, let me go down here. And alter this. It's also very wonky, I see. Yeah, I tried to make him look pretty cute. First time drawing something just like a character like him, so turned out relatively fine. Surprisingly. I don't like how this pen does this weird bleeding thing. Okay, I'll just do this instead with the G pen instead, because at least the G pen is consistent. Although right now it's a little bit wonky, but I don't want it to start to do this blurring thing. Well, doesn't look too blurry, especially if you zoom out, I guess. And the color inside of it. Maybe. And now, how does her shoes look? Something like that? I wonder if I could just take this and duplicate it. You see, is a blue one? Is a blue one? I'm not. Wait, the blue the lobster? I wonder how well this will work if I just. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look. It's not like too bad. Just hit the corner of the table with my foot. My nail became black. It's the worst pain ever. Yeah, I think your toe, so hard it becomes black is not good. Hopefully that clears up better. That clears up better? Hopefully that clears up in general. I think I was trying to mix together. Hopefully you get better, and also hopefully that clears up. My brother kind of did something like that to his toe one time. He dropped a rock on it, and the entire nail went black. Well, and then the nail fell off, so. Hello, Virus. How's your day going? I'm doing good today. Hopefully you are too. You're doing alright? Oh, that's good. Sorry for your brother. That's cool, he's fine now. That was a long time ago. I was just saying I remember something like that happening before. I mean, the nail, grew back. It's, fine. I have no idea what bro was doing. I guess that's why you don't toss down heavy objects near your feet. Yeah, stubbing your toe on corners is it's quite terrible. I swear I'm not built for shiny hunting. Hello, Emperor, and hello, Lord Wallet. How's your day going? Shit. Yeah, I'm almost at 20k. Hello, Emo. I haven't seen you in a while. 20k soon. Probably. I do think I should probably lift this up a little bit more. Okay, that kind of works. Sort of. How close am I to being finished with this? No, I think I'll say that's fine. Put in the apron. It's finally summer break for me, so I might be joining streams more often. Well, nice. I hope you enjoy your summer break. But today I'm gonna sleep, so bye for now. Alright, have a good rest. And goodbye. Feet? Something like that. Hello, Bomb. How's your day going? Feet, yes, shoes, and hello, the pitches hours. Well, I think that looks a little bit better. I'll move on to that drawing later. Let me do some practice drawings. What the fuck? There's so many crab women? I actually find it quite disturbing, seriously. What do you mean? These crab women are great. You saying you don't like these crab women? Well, this one is a lobster. Don't be racist. Alright, see you in a while, virus. I like Squid Girl. Do we have a Squid Girl, actually? No, I don't think so. Squids are cool, though. Crustacean Station. Yes. Blue Lobster jump scare? Yeah. One of these is not like the other. Grab, grab, grab. Lobster. We have a cow as well, but that's... or a bull, I suppose? But that's besides the point. What the bloody hell are those things? Crabs. And hello, Null. Hopefully your day's going well. Genuinely, bro, it gives me the ick. I don't like seafood to begin with, and I can smell it. Well, you know how it be. One of those eggs has an accent on it. Hello, Mastro. How's your day going? If Dennis ever becomes a furry, his persona gonna be a crab. Wouldn't be very furry now, would it? A person I know called them Shellies instead. Came up with it on the spot. Genius intellect, I say. Nah, I'd be an anime girl in a crab costume. Technically, Patrick is a mollusk, but he's part of the club by osmosis. I mean... fair. An IQ too high? Yes. I saw the vid compare the cuttlefish boy to Patrick. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Fair. Cuttlefish are mollusks. They reminded me of octopuses. Octopuses. That's just not... it doesn't feel right to say that. It should be octopi. In my head, the others call him Pat or Patty. Patty's a cute name. Octopodes also exist. That's a new one. That's a new one I've never heard before. If I ever have a Discord server, I will ban anybody who draws crab girls instead of explicit drawings. Give you priorities, I suppose. Fair enough. Last traditional stream was 51 days ago. Well, don't worry, the next one will come probably tomorrow. That's what I'm planning on anyways. Yes, the digital streak will finally be broken. And yeah. Whether the music will work or not is something to see. It's going to be something to see. Octopodes. I only have eaten the normal fish in India, but as soon as someone brings shrimp and that type of shit, I want to throw it across to the next house. Damn. Rest in peace to the shrimps. People are saying them, but how close am I to... Hold on. Yeah, how close am I to 20k? About 50 subscribers. Want to torture the shrimps? Damn. You have quite the beef with seafood. Well, no, those aren't necessarily... I mean, with sea creatures in general, I suppose. 20k special. I drew men, and I actually liked it. Now, it's not like I don't like drawing guys. I just like drawing women more. Yes. So to be fair, I totally could title it like that. For whatever, if I don't know what I'd do for a 20k special, honestly. People keep talking about it, but nothing is particularly interesting to me. Hello, PRTKA. TKA. Hopefully today's going well. Living in Japan is really hard, not gonna lie. Why? You gotta get into that engagement bait titles. Like, I accidentally detailed what I shouldn't have in stream and had the demonetized symbol in the thumbnail. Yes. Classic, well... Oh, what is it called? Clickbait, yes. True. Playing Baldur's Gate 3, so I'd say it's going great. Good. I saw some gameplay of Baldur's Gate 3. It looks really fun, actually. If I had the means to play it, I would play it. Maybe. If I had the time. If I had the means to play it and the time, then yeah, I would play it. Even the higher level of income does not cover the type of expenses in everyday life there. It's kind of restricted and not free. I kind of get Aaron now. I don't think Aaron was living in Japan, but you probably mean the not being free part. Really? That is certainly something I've never heard about Japan, but perhaps. You mean like the public transportation? Expenses in everyday life. I gotta draw Eta more. Also, Japanese people are kind, but does not become friendly like many other countries. And expenses, I mean everything from food to living expenses to transport. Keeping a car there is hell. Huh. You know, I never. Well, I guess people don't. I wonder how many, like, what percentage of Japanese people own car? It depends where you are, I suppose, right? It depends if you're living in a place where you need a car or not. Owning a car. This isn't actually a dress, I've realized. Well, she does have a dress, but it's less of a dress and more of a... Expenses are rising up because of the drop of yen. That doesn't seem too pleasant at all. Well, I mean, you know, to be fair, I think a lot of places are not really having the best of times, so... It'd be like that, though. It's a good game, also drawing while playing. Now, if only my heater was on to make my day better, because it's winter here, I am just... Oh, because of winter where I am, so I'm just sitting in the cold. Oof. No blanket, no nothing. Or does, like, a blanket or comforter not help? I saw bare booby. I click. Fair. Simple man. Respectable. I like it. It's isolating there. Also, you hate to listen. Also, you have to listen to your superiors. They made my uncle drink. The man who never touched alcohol in his life. Yes, yes. The social pressures over there do seem to be quite high. My chair would have... Oh, my chair would make having a blanket awkward, though I do enjoy what I'm drawing to forget... I do enjoy what I'm drawing to I do enjoy what I'm drawing to I forget about the cold every now and then. Hello, Paisa. How's your day going? Here to cause problems. That's not good. Hello, Daru. How's your day going? Oh, you do enjoy your drawing, so you forget about the cold. Okay, cool. Every now and then. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Well, I mean... Yeah, I mean, I got the sentiment. Close enough. You mess up typing, I mess up speaking. So it's easy. I mean, so it's easy. Kinda racist or not kinda, but fairly racist towards Indians, even if they live there for 3 years and follow every rule. Yeah, unfortunately. My day sucked balls. Oh no. And there isn't really a day on the surface of the sun. Well, yeah, that's true. It's always day. It's always heat. Today we have temperatures around 40. 40 degrees. Well, good luck on surviving just being on the sun. The person who said it gets better lied to me. Oh no. T and S are far apart. I don't know how I got that wrong. Maybe the cold is getting to me. Yeah. Maybe you have a brain freeze, but instead of from eating, it's from the environment. I mean, that must happen, right? At a certain degree of intense cold, you must start, like, hallucinating, right? It was 46 degrees, 46 degrees Celsius here a few days ago. I don't want anyone complaining about heat in front of me. But you spent your day nicely gaming, some monster hunting, some fiddling with graphic settings. Fiddling with graphics. Couldn't be me. How does the back of her outfit look? I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be like hair. Okay, you ever just sit there at 3 a.m. in the morning, unsure of the pose you're drawing, and 10 minutes into your art, if you should just drop it and do something else? Because that's me right now. I mean, sometimes in the middle of a pose, I'm like, I'm bored. And I'll just move on. Wish it was 46 just for a day here. Just a day. I think 46 is a bit much. But yeah, I get the sentiment. You just gave up art entirely? Well, I mean, if that's what you want to do, then sure. If you're satisfied with the decision. I don't think anyone is, like, necessarily obligated to stick with something. But I do think that if a person has a chance to continue enjoying it and they're not satisfied with giving it up, then they should probably give it a shot again. Just with a different approach, you know? I was gonna send $1 for one more crab girl, but I couldn't pay taxes. You truly do have an unlimited amount of crab girls, huh? About a chat to talk to while drawing, no one could ever stop me. Well, you could do that. Unless you don't have the equipment to... I guess, yeah, you don't necessarily have the equipment to record yourself then, in that case. Thinking if I should buy an art class by the guy that I'm copying the style from, but it's so expensive. You don't... I see Bamugas covered by hair. I click. Fair enough. Hello Dan, by the way. Did I say that? I don't know. But hello Vilman. You don't necessarily need to buy a course, like, to learn how to get better. I mean, some people do, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, if you can't afford it, then there are definitely free alternatives to learning. I'm drawing cylinders with proper perspective for the past 5 days, 45 minutes each. 45 minutes each day, and I'm fucking having cylinders show up in my dreams. Yeah, that makes sense. Too many cylinders. I don't like it. Let me see if I can fix this. I really like the art style of the game Tiny Bunny. I mean, the story too. I think the story so far is nice. But the grayscale art style is very interesting. It's very interesting. It intrigues me. I'm not... I have like an odd feeling about it, but I can't put my finger on it. It's mostly his body. It's mostly his sketch phase and the stylization of the body that has me wanting to learn, since he puts down the rough idea and then just refines it to look good, but he doesn't explain his process. Well, like, does he have any like live, like real-time videos or live streams of him drawing? So it's fun to see how a series' art style changes over time. I don't really pay attention to it that much, but yeah, like looking back, like in retrospect, it is interesting. And then she has this thing. I love watching how Disgaea art changed stylization subtly over time. I've never watched it actually. If you're gonna pick up a long game to play anytime soon, please play Persona. That should change my life. I hear good things about Persona all the time. Good music, good story. He releases full-time process of his drugs and clips of paint, and they're usually about 10-ish hours long. Dang. That's quite long. And the best UI in gaming for Persona. Yeah, I don't know. So... Yeah, maybe if that's not helpful for you, maybe, like, learning... Or the course probably might give you a better insight into it. I never was a person who, like, did well with explanations and stuff. I was way better at just looking at someone doing something in real time and, like, copying. But if you work better by having something explained, then yeah, I think it would be something worth looking into. I don't think it's necessary, but it certainly might help you. Why are you coming up the cake? Because she has an outfit. I'm drawing this doll from Astray or Horatio? Astray Horatio? Something like that. I don't know. It's either Astray Horatio or Astray Horatio. There's this doll. Girl. Don't know what the name of her is. But... I like learning in real time too. Just makes so much more sense to me. Yeah. Usually, no, that's not true. But like, usually I think the best things when it comes to learning from someone's art style is the things that like make sense to you. So if you're watching someone do something in real time and it doesn't make sense why they're doing something, even if they were to explain it, like, yes, I might be able to understand why they are doing it and why it works for them. But if it wasn't clear for me in the beginning, I might not be able to use it like immediately. I'll kind of have to adopt their mindset, like their mindset. But I don't know. I'm not really the type of person that's super good at doing things like that. Like, it's easier for me to just take someone's general methods and like modify them into a way that works for me, rather than me trying to modify the way that I already operate into like how they operate, I guess. Well, for some of the things, it's kind of really useful. For example, he explains how to use the border effect in layer settings to have clean line art in one of the free classes. The border effect, this thing, I think, yeah. I can just copy and put my own spin on it too. Yeah, exactly. But it depends on the type of person you are. It's just for me personally. I was never the type that was that good at having things explained to me verbally. It's not like I can't do it, it just takes a lot more effort. It helps if you break down the lesson bit by bit into to digestible chunks. Yes, yes, it does. Yeah. My biggest three issues are remembering, understanding, and applying it in my own ways. Yeah, well, that's fair. For me to remember something, it usually just takes me doing it. I'd like do it a couple times, and then I should be able to remember it. And then applying in your own ways, that just comes with experimentation. For me specifically. Oh, they might be just attached to the mask rather than earrings. Oh well, be excellent to each other, everyone. That's true. Are you going to leave? Are you leaving? If so, then I hope you have a good day. Maybe I can look up the things in the curriculum and see if I can find them on YouTube. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's not like there's one way to go about learning something, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it is, if you think it'll be worth your money to like get a course, I don't think you shouldn't. It's just you have to really know that you want it. First thing I see is Puppet Butt. It's so peak. Hello. Hello, Wallum. How's your day going? Yeah, this is a doll. What's her name? Let me see if I can. I wish I could know what that says. There seems to be a game called it's like a Stry Horatio or something like that, and this doll is from it. It's supposed to be an A. I have like this mix of like script and then, or cursive and then just normal stuff. I should probably pick one or the other. It kind of starts to look confusing. That's an R. Yeah, it's a pretty slow day, but good so far. You? Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. Kind of reminds me of Duchess from Elden Ring. Yes, Elden Ring... Night Rain? I've never played it, but I do think I've seen a character that looks like this, sorta. With like the mask thing. You draw her sometimes? I don't think I've ever drawn the Duchess. I've drawn Revenant from Elden Ring and Night Rain. Oh, you should draw her sometime. Maybe. Though I wouldn't hold my breath. I drew this doll because she's cute. And the Duchess does have a good design. I don't really... There's not that many Elden Ring characters that, like, have a super terrible design, or something like that. It just depends on if they, like, called to me for me to want to draw them. Like, I'd probably draw Melania. And Melina. And obviously Revenant. Maybe even the tentacle priest lady from... or no, Tentacle Nun Lady from Night Rain. But other than that, I'm not sure. Maybe Marika? I don't know. Even though she doesn't really have a real appearance, like, model in the game, I don't think. I mean, kind of, but I know nothing more about the game. But the puppet was the first thing I saw from it, and not gonna lie, I was tempted, despite already playing too many gacha games. Yeah, I don't know anything else about this game either. I just know that I like this design. What a Ronnie? Oh yeah, I have drawn Ronnie though. I've drawn her, so I didn't count her in the characters for like that makes me want to draw them. But yes, I've drawn Ronnie twice actually. The second one that I was working on, I ended up deleting though. I think the wood that her body's made out of is a little bit lighter than this, so I'm gonna lighten it up. Poor Ronnie drawing. Cast into the recycle bin. Yeah. It literally got recycled. This was the Ronnie. This was the... Sorry, this was the folder that the Ronnie drawing was in. Did I say fall? Yeah, this was the fall that she was in. I was gonna say folder, I guess, but that's not a folder. No, that's not wood looking enough. I guess let's go with something like that. Even like hair, maybe? Imagine the same pose with Ronnie's tiny doll form. I'm not particularly against doing another Ronnie drawing, actually. But I would say that Ronnie is a little bit more daunting than other characters because of the forearms. If I'm drawing like a drawing of Ronnie from the back, I have to take into account that, well, on the back of her there are four arms, 2 sets of arms. Which, like, I do like. Like, I like characters with 4 arms, like Fapita from Made in Abyss, and Ronnie. But it is quite troubling to actually get it right. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's why it was doing that. Cool face mask helmet thing. Thank you. Not my design though. This is a design from, well, this game, Astria Ratio or whatever its name is. I really don't know how to pronounce it. I've never actually heard it talked about. But yeah, it is a cool design for the face mask. Who's the character with the blue horns? Oh, that is Eta. It's one of my OCs. Reminds me of 001, the Klaxosaur princess? I guess kind of with the blue horns, although I can kind of see it. But the Klaxosaur princess does have those... She really has, like, these two horns, right? One on the front, and then one on the back. And then the weird crown thing that goes around her head. And then she has, like, those... Well, yeah. I can see a kind of resemblance, though. Maybe if you were to, like... I can't remove that. Maybe if you were to, like, remove these. Or no, keep this one. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one, too. And then add... this stuff right there. Yeah, I always liked her, but no one really seemed to care about her, right? There is a severe lack of art of her. I've drawn like 2 of her, but that's about it. Well, I've drawn 2 of her. The second one that I did, no, I've done 1, 2, 3, technically 4 drawings of her, but 2 of the drawings, like one drawing was a copy or like one drawing was me retrying an older drawing of her that I did. And then another drawing, like 2 drawings were packaged in the same illustration. Because I just did 2 poses of her, like her standing up and then her in a different position. So, but yeah, like I have drawn her somewhat. I do like her design. Like I think she was probably my favorite design from Darling in the Franxx. But alas, there is, yeah, a very sparse amount of art of her, which is unfortunate. I'd like to draw more of her though. You know, along with Pandora, kind of. I think there's a lot more art of Pandora from ReZero than of the Klaxosaur princess, but still, there can never be enough Pandora art. Let's just make her blue. Oh god, that doesn't really work. That does not work as well as I thought it would. Here you have the Klaxosaur princess. Trust. That's her, trust. Okay, let's get rid of all of it. Klaxosaur princess, gone too soon. True. She gets a little bit more spotlight in the manga, but even then, yeah, not that much. And then she has this like black dress underneath this coat. Oh, I forgot that thing in the inside of her leg. Like the joint. Whoops. It's not that big a deal, but still. It does kind of work as wood, but nah, I'll keep it bland. Also, yeah, hopefully it is going well pro totally. I do seem to be running out of space here. Let's see if I can shrink a bunch of stuff. No, not you, Melusine. Maybe those? Yep, I did seem to get them. Oh, except for these. I didn't get these. Why is there... Oh, I know what that is now. That is the invisible... Okay, that's why it's selected like that. Maybe I'll put these up here. Oh, hold on. There you go. Now there's a bunch of space. I feel like we're just gonna keep shrinking things on this canvas until everything is... There's just a bunch of... There's like millions of tiny drawings here. Wait. And what is this linked with? Okay, and what is this linked with? How about I delete... Or I separate these from being there. I pull this down here with the others, I merge them. I'm gonna delete this. Hey, cool. Calexor Princess. My room is dark. Let me open up the window, actually. I'm gonna try and release the challenge video today. So maybe I can finish up this real quick. Or at least just finish up the... Nope, not you. But yeah, I'm gonna try and make the challenge video today, at least start on it. And I'll also record a traditional video. Sketching, maybe trying out, maybe just, I'm gonna be practicing. I think that's what I'll do. I'll try to do a good amount of practice today. Oh, I never fixed up this arm. Art of singularity. Are we destined to become caricatures of ourselves? Added to the singular artist mass. Nah. That's up to you. Just be the most interesting version of yourself. And if you do it for long enough, it won't be an act anymore. It will just be you. That way, you can shape yourself into the person you actually want to be. Just try not to pick undesirable character traits for yourself. Of course, I'm saying undesirable in relation to how you see it. Hello, fastest rattist. How's your day going? Well, if you think the advice was good, I'm glad you do. Also, my day was pretty good, and please just call me Fat Rat. Gotcha. The at for it was taken, so I had to impervious. That's a new way to say improvise. Creativity is always nice. Being able to speak is always nice, but hey, I think I'm failing on that account. Must be the sleep deprivation. I say to not pick undesirable character traits, but I'm gonna pick lacking accountability right now and say that my lack of speaking ability is just because of my sleep deprivation and not because of the effort I'm putting into speaking. Yeah? You know, being too perfect is just, you can't do that. That's boring. You have to add, you don't want to be a boring character. I'm joking. Yep, that's not. Okay, there, that should be. And then that, yeah. This black stuff, I'm just gonna put it all together. Is there stripes on it? I think there's stripes on it, but I'll figure that out later. Now for the white parts of the outfit, I'm just gonna come over there and do this. I'm also like 29.7% illiterate. English ain't my first language. Fair enough. English is my first language, and I'm also just pretty bad at it, so... You know... I don't know how high the standards are. You seem pretty good, so... That's good. I assume she has white socks. I think she has white socks. Yes, she does. Okay. Well, and the shoes too. The laces are gonna be blue. What? No. So this color. Oh, come on. Why are you not? There you go. Anything else? I don't know. Your English words don't make sense to me. In my language, you spell something as it sounds and read it as written. Yeah, in English, you just you spell it however you want to, and then you write rules to enforce that that's the way it's supposed to be spelled. Or at least that's how it seems to be. I mean, dough is D-O-U-G-H, but trough is T-R-O-U-G-H. Very odd. Probably a symptom of the fact that English is a bunch of different languages mashed together, so you're using a bunch of rule sets from a bunch of different languages that sometimes, like, don't work with each other or contradict each other. She's blonde? She's more like yellowish, like, bright, you know, like this type of blonde. Banana blonde. Ah, I see. I'm adding this onto the wrong layer. Cute. It is quite a cute face. Thank you. Oh, I might just be able to... Okay, yeah, except for the white spot. Except for the white parts. Ever thought about creaming her up? I haven't even thought about drawing... I hadn't thought about drawing her at all, actually. This was like kind of a request. Well, at least a request to draw her. So I'm drawing her because of that. No thought has come into my brain about any other additional drawings of her. For a good long while before I learned how to spell properly in English, I thought this was spelled dis. And should, would, and could. Should, would, could. I mean, no, that makes sense, though. I think that, like, intuitively, that's how you would spell it. But English and intuitive they don't mix. Intinuity. Is that a word? Is let me actually look that up. I don't think that's a word. Yeah, no, wait. Ingenuity. No, that's a different thing. Ingenuity is not a word. I said it and I was like, yeah, no, that doesn't sound like I've ever heard that before. Although, I think that... intuitively... Yeah, but I was trying to say, like... I was trying to say, like, English and intuitive... Maybe intuitiveness? Or something like that? Maybe that's the word? I was trying to say English and the attribute of being intuitive does not mix. But I couldn't find the word for the attribute of being intuitive, so I just said because like, you can say ingenuity, but that's not the same word. That's for ingenious. Whoever came up with silent letters is an enemy to every dyslexic person. Yes. We're gonna put a letter in this word. I'm pretty sure that silent letters are only there to differentiate them from other words that are similar, that like are the same. I think it's just, I think it's something weird like that, where it's like they put them there just so you know that the word is not actually supposed to be another word that looks the same. That would otherwise look the same. Verisimilitude? Is that what you just said? Is it? Let me see. No. Verisimilitude. Verisimilitude. Intuitively. Hello, Generic Channel. How's your day going? By the way. Is that it? Can I just fill it? I could. There we go. Okay. Blue eyes. Well, luckily she has a very simple design. I think this eye is smaller than the other eye. I'll have to make an adjustment to that. Okay, now her face is blue. Whoopsie. Take you. Slide to the right. With how hot it is, it makes me want to take like 4 showers a day. That's valid. I like taking showers, but I don't like the thought of taking multiple showers a day. Like, sometimes you have to, but it's like, man, I already did this. Like, that doesn't stop it from feeling good. I do like the feeling of taking a shower. But I don't know, maybe it's like I feel like I'm wasting water or something. I have no clue what it is with me. What happened to her hair? Whatever. Well, it doesn't need to be perfect. Alright, goodbye, Fat Rat. I'm gonna head out, gonna go play Bow Path of the Teal Lotus. It's a Metroidvania, and I would recommend. Alright, well, good day to you. Have good fun. Have good fun? What? Oh, close enough. Close enough to what I wanted to say. I mean, I think that's a valid sentence, actually. My graphics tablet is apparently supposed to get delivered on Monday, but I have a job interview on Monday. Hopefully it's delivered at a convenient time, so by the time you're done with the job interview, you'll like be home. Or it comes before the job interview, so you don't have to, I don't know. Can't wait for the package to get turned back to China because no one can receive it. They don't just put it by the... Well, I guess it can't fit on the main wall. They don't just put it by the door or something. I mean, that's also not that good because... Well... That'd be wild. Ah, is this also on the... Okay. Wrong layer. Well, I'll have to alter those hands, but it's cool. No, no, they don't do that in normal countries. Also, I live in a flat, so it would not survive. Yeah, I mean, that's also what I was thinking. Well, at least speaking from Amazon, Amazon would definitely just put it by the door and be like, all right, well, I've done my job. It's amazing how some artists imagine the character and created own. Not many people can't do, and some people can't do a perfect outline drawing. Eh. Eh. Well, it certainly is true that some artists have. Yeah, some artists are very skilled. And that's probably the most generic thing I could say because I can't quite understand. I didn't really get most of the sentence, to be fair. I think the gist of it is like something like that. Yeah, I'll probably just fix all this, fix the hands in post. In post? I don't know why that's funny to me. Yeah, she's like shy or something. That's the vibe I got from looking at the art of her, I suppose. Add more detail on the bow? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. Oh, hello, bro. How's your day going? Wait, no, I seen you already. Never mind. You must be really bored today. No, that's not the case. It's more like a progressively escalating thing. Is that Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls? No, this is a Blue Archive character. Not particularly interested in drawing any of the Powerpuff Girls. Not really an art style. I guess it's not really an art style that like inspires me to draw from it. Added some money to my Google balance. I still struggle to do a super chat. And you don't need to do that. I don't think you need to do that. Oh, crap. No, I did that already though. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. Cool. Can I see the other drawings? The other drawings? Which ones? I assume these up here. You've seen most of these, except for these two over here. Which are new? Well, time to finish off the entire point of this character. No, salt lamp. An inconvenience? No, no inconvenience, just nothing really to respond to lately. Repeated actions become boring. Welcome back, Mastro. You're supporting a small YouTuber. That's nice. Am I athletic? I mean, naturally, yeah. One time I got sick and I kinda fell off of all my exercising stuff. I think I'm just back to my normal self. I'm not particularly weak. Or I don't think I am. Dunno. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I've just realized that I've seen multiple mosquitoes already, but you haven't gotten bit by them. And they haven't also not been exploded by the zapper. Maybe they become smarter. They're avoiding danger. Or something, I don't know. Is that a femboy? Tis just a femme with no boy. I mean, you did say you were gradually losing your muscular physique. Yeah. I do need to get back on that. You have such a silly personality. I don't think I do. I think I have a relatively normal personality. I tend to just bounce off of the person that's interacting with me. If a person gives me the opportunity to bounce off of them, I will. One way or the other, I don't know. But I guess silly is what happens when you don't really take that many things serious. That many things serious is the better way to say it, yeah. Kinda wanna draw Melusine again. What is that? Is this a That's so interesting. I think I mentally bounce off of things. Like a bullet ricocheting. Bullet? Is this an America reference? Okay. Let's see if I can just get the hair down. What kind of normal guy with a normal personality draws really good art, and doesn't let things bother him, and even jokes about a bunch of stuff? A normal person, I'd hope. A well-adjusted person who's not terminally online and, like, super reactive to things, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm not, like, I don't know what... I don't know. I don't know if normal is the right word, but I'd say I'm average rather than normal. Please don't touch people. Please do not touch people. Yeah, I'm quite sure I'm like average when it comes to personality-wise, at the very least. Unless I'm severely underestimating the insanity of everyday people. No, I mean, it's not even like, I don't know, I think everyone, I don't think I'm that unique, yeah. In the way that I think about things. Is that true? I don't know. Like, I don't know, I feel like most of my opinions on stuff is, like, relatively normal. Like, if you actually were to go out into the real world and ask people about, like, you know, things that matter, I'm probably gonna have, like, relatively the same amount of... I'm gonna probably have, like, the average opinions, usually. Hello, Dibble, how's your day going? Hopefully your day's going well. Yeah, I don't get that reference, mainly because I just don't get references. It's that curse I talked about, you know? Crab Cowgirl is something I had never thought I'd hear. Stop trying to touch people, Mastro. You're so unlucky? How so? I've decided if I get the tablet and it works, the first thing I'll draw on it will be a crap, it's an anime girl in a cowgirl position. Well, fair enough. I wish you luck on your inspired illustration. Okay, I can't speak. My $20 bill disappeared. My coffee machine broke. My drink spilled twice. Damn. You might actually be very unlucky. Well, I'm sure luck will turn around. That's how it works, right? Right? True, touching strangers is uncool. Do you stay hydrated? Of course. She has a blue halo, naturally, right? That would only make sense. Yes, Blue Archive. Where are feet positioned like this? Very unstable. Maybe she's an unstable person. She's so embarrassed that she's unstable, and the feet is a way to indicate the instability of her mental state. You see? Her feet are a metaphor. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm kind of back. I don't have I don't have the ability to read chat right now because my phone is inexplicably missing, even though I'm the reason it's missing. So, yeah, when I get the phone back, I'll I'll start responding again. Actually, maybe I can. No, not yet. I won't be able to look at chat right now. No, maybe I can do this. If I go to that and I go to settings, that won't work. Right, never mind. Go to. Oh, there we go. I can kind of see it now. Though, how would I put this onto my... Oh, give me 1 second. Alright, I'm returned now. Be gone, false YouTube chat. Yes, I knew. Is this thing docked? I hope this thing is docked. It's not docked. Okay, now it is docked. But, no, I need to slide this thing back into place. Oh, I can't do that? Okay, that's sad. Catch your family like call your phone? Yeah? That's what phones are for. What else would they call? If not my phone. Can you draw a crab girl in a fighting pose? A fighting pose. A fighting pose? I mean, I suppose so. Kinda. Eh. I mean, what would be a fighting pose? Hmm. Sure. I mean, ultimately, I don't think I'd have to do that much work because it's still a massive crab costume. Hmm. Although I'm not exactly known for my ability to draw objects, geometric objects. The crab, the massive crab outfit is certainly it's more reminiscent of a car to me than a real-life living organism, so to rotate this in 3D space. I don't think this reads as a fighting pose. Crabs are not notorious for... For a lot of things, you rely on your context, not your pattern recognition. I think crab claws are a little bit too different from human fists to read as a... I mean, it'd have to be like kicking. I think if I drew it kicking, it'd be different. You can at least read the... You can definitely read a kick as a fighting pose because we're familiar with that. So maybe I can do... Well, no, you said idle, right? Where does this go? I don't know. Well... I mean... It certainly is a fighting pose, but... Okay. No, I think I should stop thinking of this as a person, start thinking of it as a crab. I should start drawing the crab first rather than the person. Hello, Plasming Hector. Oh, and you're back. Okay. No, I think I had a better pose before. I think I misread the last pose. Oh, hey, it's technically this direction. If you just face the head this way, it becomes more of a fighting pose. Problem with this is the claws are mounted higher. So I don't have them less stacked. Or more stacked. Well, crustacean? Yes. Yes, indeed. Hello, Prototally. How's your day going? Dennis seems to love water cockroaches. These are crabs. Wouldn't it be water spider? And, eh. They're cool. They're cool. Like little armored, rather big armored spiders. Sent the ref on Discord? Yeah, I saw. Unless I missed another one. No, I think I... Yeah, no, I saw the one that you sent. Unless there's more to the image than I... No, it's just that. Yeah, no, I saw it. I mean, what, I guess the crab arm would be crossing over a little bit more? Though it is a crab arm, it's anchored here. I guess I can cheat a bit and move the arm inwards, even though that's not really where it's supposed to be. But again, these arms are quite large. Would even read as a crab arm if I guess I'd have to move this one out too, or higher, or... So like here, I think? If I had money, I'd spam that Unk Alert gif in your stream. I see. I see. Sorry, Dennis, it's just funny. That's fair. Okay, so like here. Well, I mean, I guess instead of the legs, it'd be the skirt thing. Aren't you gonna make the crab squat so it looks more like a fighting pose? Dunno. Just a bit quiet. I do like jazz. And jazz is pretty nice, not night. I don't think, well, I mean, jazz does give off the vibes of the night, yeah. Yeah, kinda. Okay. Wow, these are really small, huh? Yep, too small to hold detail. What happens when you enlarge it, actually, then? Yeah, you'll get fuzzy. Well, I mean, that tracks, yeah. I kind of want to draw. Do that later, I suppose. She looks perfect. Thank you for drawing her. No problem. No problem. Definitely a unique angle for the crab body. Doesn't... well... I'll save my own self-criticism. Where does this go? Hello, Cook. How's your day going? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully it is going good. Hopefully your day is going good. use boxes and stuff and get the pose I want, but it low-key just looks off. What do I do? Well, I guess you'd look at a reference and you'd try to break down why the reference doesn't look off and what makes your drawing look off. It might be that you haven't made it dynamic enough, like you haven't exaggerated the pose enough. It might be that you've not illustrated the anatomy in a way that like looks good to you. But I think a reference would help with that. Trying to look at the reference and then look back at your drawing and then figure out what the what's the reference doing that your art is not, basically. Okay. Another crab for the history books. Get into the crab corner. Yeah, about that large. Okay, let's see. I don't know. What was I even doing here? I have literally no clue. Was I on the clothes? Maybe. Yeah, I think I was on the clothes. What if I draw on paper? Those skills still carry over to digital, right? I'm asking this because I draw with a mouse. I mean, your knowledge will carry over. Like, your art theory will carry over. The idea of how things should be composed, the idea of how the body is constructed, you know, how different colors work together, these things will carry over. Your mechanical skills of being able to move the pencil or not, those probably will not carry over because, I mean, first of all, if you're using a tablet, the tablet is way more slidey than paper, so that'd be different. But also, if you are using a mouse, that's a completely different instrument. So, yeah, it's gonna feel different. Your knowledge will carry over, but your skills, as in moving, your mechanical skills may not. Do what you want, Cook. Do what you want. If you want to do that, then go straight ahead. I think I'm even singing. I have no idea. Let's draw another pose. Yep, goodbye. Have a good day. Welcome back, Virus. How's your day going? Wait, no, I don't know why I said how's your day going. But yeah, welcome back. But maybe not how's your day going, because I asked you that question already. I gotta do this so you get rest? I'm not sure what you mean, actually. Get rest, please? Thank you for the $2, I appreciate it. But, huh? Yeah, I mean, I will. I'm a little bit tired. Just a little bit. Nah, this is gonna be boring. Different pose. Like... Oh, I mean, that's a... And I can. Be something like this. I came up with a more solid idea of my character. I think I'm gonna base her off of endlessness, and so I can make her color scheme mostly white. Fair. Good luck on that. What? How'd I get here? Where was I? I was here. Okay, cool. I'm thinking a white and gray color scheme, or white, light blue, and pink, but galactic type? Galactic type? Never heard of galactic type pink. Oh, give it like a galactic type of effect. That's like. Is Virus a Patreon member? I don't. I don't think. Well, maybe actually. But I don't think so either. I'm pretty sure Virus got gifted the membership by Reverie. Person named Reverie, who came into stream like yesterday? 2 days ago? Well, that was a loud notification. You can't follow people on Patreon. No, you can't. You can join the free tier usually, though. Which kinda works. Yeah, Patreon used to be orange. It is now black and white. Actually, I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can change the color of the app in settings. Perhaps you can go back to the original. I think the original orange and white. Hope good night, Mastro. Well, 10 years in the join. How's your day going? Silly question, but is motivation and passion different things? Uh, I think they're different. I think they're very closely connected, though. Like, usually when you're passionate about something, you're motivated to pursue it. Um, but, like, motivation, you're passionate about something, you're motivated to. I think passion is like what gives way to motivation, kind of. No, no, not really. Like, it's like for instance, I think that like you can be motivated to get money, like from a job. So like you're motivated to go to your job because you need money, right? But that doesn't mean you're like passionate about your job, right? So yeah, I think they're different. What brush do you use for drawing? Currently, I'm using a G pen. Very cool drawing. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sinessa. I'll just say Sin. That is Sin from that game, not that game, but that show, Murder Drones. Hopefully today's going well. So I can think of motivation as the will to do something and passion as the drive to do it? Yeah, kinda. I'd say passion is consistent motivation towards something over a long time. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. I'm passionate about gardening or something. Like when you're passionate about something, you're usually motivated to do whatever that thing is, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know about. I think passion is like. I think that when you're. I think passion is like the. It's a No, because like I think that you can still be motivated to like do your job for a long time, but still like not actually like your job. I think you like passion is a positive feeling. And I think motivation is more of a neutral feeling. Like, I think you can be motivated by positive and negative things. But I think that when you're passionate about something, it makes you motivated to do it, right? Yeah, like Bo says, passion is one type of motivator. I think passion is like a stronger version of like, or a variant of love. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think they do go in the same. Yeah. Also, hello, Venture Lord. Hope the day is going well. This is not Krita. This is Clip Studio. I mean, I don't know. I looked up. I found this video on making a brush for Krita. I think it was just like a normal line art brush / painting brush, and that's what I use for Krita. But I don't know if it has a name. But it's probably like the most popular video maybe on brush creation in Krita, so you could probably find it on YouTube. I love creating characters, but I can't find the time to actually flesh out their stories besides their description. Flesh out their... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not exactly a writer, so I wouldn't be able to give, like, the best advice on these. Oh, the name of this... Yeah, this is just... For Krita, the name on the brush right here is just the G-Pen. It's the basic... It's like the brush that you kind of get by default. To flesh out characters. I don't know. Also, hello, 5KO. Hopefully it is going well. I have a lot of OCs, but I have a lot of OCs because like they belong in a story that I have, basically. Not gonna really get into the lore or anything like that, but the reason why I have a bunch of OCs is mainly because they're from a story. It's the reason why any, like, I guess, why any person who's creating like a, you know, it's like My Hero, like, what is his name? The mangaka for My Hero Academia. But whatever, it's like, you know, Sui Ishida or even Tatsuki Fujimoto. Like, they have OCs, but they become more than OCs because they're actually in a publicized work. But you'd say that they have, like, a lot of characters to themselves, but because they need to. I mean, they don't need to. I think you can have I think you could have a good story with only, like, 2 characters, to be fair. With only, like, 1 character. You can have a good story with 0 characters, I'm sure. Or, maybe not well, no, I think probably you'd end up personifying something. It's very difficult to have a story with 0 characters. So maybe, you know, I think the minimum is, like, 1, maybe. Otherwise, it'd feel more like you're just describing information rather than having any, like, personality to go along with the information you're going. And yeah, but whatever. Yes, Horikoshi, thank you. I made OCs to help process some life stuff. That's fair. There's a bunch of different ways that people go about coming up with OCs. Hello, Rudy. How's your day going? Each one of my OCs go into a different part of fiction, so I guess I'll probably have more when I get to each of their stories. Yeah. Yeah, you'll eventually come up with more characters to flesh out that world. I've been bouncing around different universes for a while now. Yeah. I think that can totally happen. I don't tend to do that because, I don't know. Just not the type of person I am. You know, from this angle, I think you'd actually be. I think like you'd actually see a nipple, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I think I made the shirt a little bit too loose. Whoops. I'm currently working on the world building for a fighting game about open source mascots. About open source mascots? Oh, like okay. Like open source mascots from like our like the like real life basically, right? Not like open source mascots from your whatever. When's the lore video? I don't know. I don't really think I'm. One day, whenever I don't know if I'm gonna make a lore video. I think if there's ever gonna be like any content that has lore, like that you can learn about the lore of the story, it'd just be the story. So probably like whenever I do end up making or illustrating the story, basically. Whether it's like through writing or not. I don't think I'll do like a novel or anything, but maybe if I do that. No, yeah, I'd rather not do a novel. Mascots like the Linux penguin. That's interesting. But yeah. I mean, okay, yeah. Actual mascots. I got tripped up because I was like, you can totally describe like Gameoverse as a series about different video game characters like hopping around and interacting with each other, right? But those characters are not actual characters. They're from they're in-universe video game characters. But then if you did like something like Indie Cross or something, you'd like describe Indie Cross as like, you know, video game characters interacting with each other, right? Like in a sort of way, like fighting each other or whatever. But I was thinking more of like the Gameoverse rather than the Indie Cross. By the way, when is the next Indie Cross thing coming out? I think the easiest OC of mine to make a story on might be my Kara one. Oh, Undertale. Right, yeah, naturally. Since I've always wanted an Undertale AU, personally. Well, yeah, fair. You must already have a bunch of like fuel to do that. Inspiration. Sans is always the main character in every AU, so I want to make it Kara for once. Is he? Well, fair enough. You'd think it'd be like a Frisk variant or something like that, with like Sans being like a major character, of course, but of course this is me speaking as an outside thing. You definitely know more about it than me. Without her being in Sans's place, like Story Shift or Storyfell. Hello, 9305. 99% of fan-made AU Sans. Oh, AU Sans is always the main focus. Ah, fair. Back when Undertale was like super, super popular, I guess. I remember like seeing a couple like AUs and stuff. Yeah, I guess there's a couple that was focused on Sans, but a lot of them was like had, at least originally, like maybe nowadays it's like shifted, or has it always been like that? Maybe I was just blind and not interacting with most of them. To be fair, if a lot of the people who are interested in Undertale, like a lot of the fandom were like kids, which actually doesn't really, kids and adults, like, you know, Sans was just a cool character, right? So I guess like a lot of people who wanted to make an AU and like they'd focus on the coolest character to them. So I guess that makes sense, yeah. Back then, I used to be more focused on everyone else instead of Sans. I have no idea how to draw the Linux penguin in a fighting pose when it doesn't have conventional arms or legs. I mean, I haven't. Okay, what does the Linux penguin look like? Because I'm thinking of a club penguin looking penguin, but let me actually see this thing. Uh, oh no, you could do that. You know, it's like, I mean, if it's kind of like if you imagine the penguins of Madagascar. You know, they hit some fighting poses. I mean, it's flippers, right? But yeah. But now it's heavily focused on Sans. There are legit trios and octets of Sanses, meaning 3 to 10 plus Sanses from different AUs fight a single Kara. I am switching the pronunciation of the name every single time. I don't know. Maybe I'm actually the personification of probability. Yo, someone help her. Can we stop jumping? Stop jumping people. Let's have a fair one-on-one. Although, I think fighting a time god is probably not the easiest thing to do, so actually, no, jump away. In short, you're being jumped by different versions of Sadzes. Nah, getting jumped by someone with your own power is crazy. Look up Garrus from... or Jarrus? I don't know. From Mortal Kombat 11. He's a fighting time god. Mortal Kombat 11. Oh! Yeah, he looks time god-like. Oh, he's a cool skin. He has a bunch of different cool skins. Neat. I think I'm gonna start going back to my normal method of drawing. Sketch with the normal sketching brush and then just refine it. I think what I'll do is I'll just allow myself to be a little bit more messy. If I want to do a lower effort drawing, I'll just allow myself to be messier with the line art. But yeah. Wait, if I bring this down. About 4 hours. I think I should end the stream soon. Actually, maybe I'll end the stream now. Because I'm gonna record a video. I'm gonna try and record the video. The what's it called? The thing video. The challenge video, yeah, that's the name for it. But this was fun. I think my favorite drawing from today, well, I think it's kind of cheating because it has to be the main, the fully, or the more rendered drawing right here. Not exactly fair since she's taking up like half the, a quarter of the canvas. But yeah. Yeah, I'm done. Thank you guys for coming to the stream and staying until the end. Links are in the description. My Pixif, my Twitter, my Patreon. Patreon has exclusive artworks. Pixif has artworks I don't put on Twitter. And well, you know, I don't know. I said, you know, I had a thought, but then I didn't finish it. So, and then Discord's in the description as well. What's your favorite crab girl so far? Probably the Japanese spider crab. But also I like this one up here, the vampire crab, because I like the colors. I think the colors of the character plus the colors of the crab just go well together. Which is probably why that's probably why you put them together, right? I just like the shape of the Japanese spider crab. But but the colors of the vampire crab was cute. Also, the blue lobster is like a... Blue lobster is a nice, you know, honorable mention. Though not exactly a crab. Yeah. Sora was my favorite drawing. Oh, you know, the doll over here is also pretty cool. I do like the doll. And then these two drawings. I think this one is probably my favorite. No, I think I like this one, actually. It's kind of cleaner. Yeah, it's kind of cleaner, so I think this one's my favorite out of these two. That's it. I'm not necessarily completely finished with the Sora one, so I will work on it at some point in the future, but I'll call it a day. And this one's about finished too. Yeah. Good day to you guys.